name is Marina Williams, and I'm a creative portrait photographer in Salt Lake City, Utah. I am a lover of all things colorful and a big believer in creating for fun. I describe my work as feminine, bold, and full of movement and energy. And I love working with all-women teams to bring a creative vision to life through my photography. So from makeup and hair to wardrobe and props, playing the role of a creative director is equally as fulfilling to me as actually taking the photos.
And your chin up towards the sun, and you'll just go like this.
I love using dynamic poses and bold and vibrant colors to make my images as striking as possible. When I'm shooting, I need a versatile lens for all different styles of portraits. The Canon RF24-105mm f4L USM lens is great for portrait photographers that are looking to expand their kit with a zoom lens that can do it all.
Y'all stay right there.
From wide angle to telephoto shots, this lens is perfect for both photo and video. So today, I'll take you along with me as I use this lens for a creative portrait shoot with 3 models. We're shooting in this big open field with rolling hills here in Utah, so I definitely want to capture the landscape as well as portraits of my models, who I styled in bright colors to pop against it. When I start shooting, I often have a shot list in mind of every composition, angle, or pose that I want to try to help illustrate my concept. Usually I find myself taking wider shots at the beginning of a shoot and eventually getting in closer and closer to my subject for tighter portraits as it goes on.
Stay right there. I want to see what this looks
I like using the RF24-105 lens at 24mm for my longer distant images that incorporate showing off the landscape or a location, or for full body shots from a lower angle.
Yeah, hair looks good.
While I'm shooting, I like to think about what actions or movements that my subject can do to create more visual interest. I'll often have them interact with the fabrics or accessories they're wearing by throwing them, holding them around their faces, or I'll even bring them into the foreground closer to my camera. I think demonstrating is the best way to communicate with your subject, so I'll often give some direction on what they can do to accentuate motion for the shot, and try it a few times until we get it right.
That was cool though, that was cool. Oh, actually, you know what? What if you guys pulled it back and just held it up? Okay. Held it still. Sorry. Okay, here we go. No, that's good actually. Like, I kind of like it in the foreground. But love, there we go. Okay, got it. Thanks, guys.
Because having my subjects move quickly is a big part of my photography style, I need a lens that can keep up. The RF24-105 lens has image stabilization technology that can easily reduce the camera shake when I'm in motion with my subject too, which is especially helpful when shooting video. The autofocus capability on my Canon EOS R5 paired with the RF24-105 is so impressive for portraits. It's fast and accurate when tracking my subject's eyes, even when they're in motion. And this makes my job as the photographer easier so that I can focus on my favorite part of shooting, which is the creative process of directing my subject. Not having to switch back and forth between lenses on a shoot is something that makes the experience so much easier as a photographer.
Girl, yes.
I can be at a wider distance when inspiration strikes and quickly zoom into my subject without having to move closer or take a break to swap out my gear.
Perfect. Those were great. Let me do a couple of backlit ones.
It just takes a split second to change my focal length and achieve an entirely different composition. One of my biggest goals during any portrait shoot is to get as much variety as possible. I want to make sure that the images I create not only work as a cohesive series, but can also stand alone and not feel repetitive. And one way to do this is to shoot from different distances. So as much as I love getting those longer shots that show off the landscape or the model's entire outfit, getting up close, detail shots is important too.
Oh, actually, yeah, let's do that a couple times. Let's count to 3. 1, 2, 3.
As someone who recently switched to mirrorless with the EOS R system, I think the RF24-105 lens is a great all-around zoom lens to consider. Its versatility is the reason it's always in my camera bag for a portrait session, and the colors and quality that it produces is the reason that I'm continually blown away. So thanks so much for watching. Like this video and subscribe to Canon's YouTube channel for all things Canon. Bye!